CTV News at 5 with Hudson Mack.
Good evening, I'm Andrew Johnson. Hudson Mack is off tonight. We begin with the battle that is brewing between the premiers of Alberta and BC. And it's a war of words that could end up killing the Northern Gateway project. At stake is billions of dollars in revenue, and Premier Christy Clark says she's not prepared to support the pipeline unless BC gets a bigger slice of it. As CTV's Stephen Andrews shows us, Alberta is standing firm, flatly rejecting any sort of profit sharing.
The proposed Enbridge oil pipeline may originate in Alberta, but to get the oil to overseas markets, it must travel through BC. And Premier Christy Clark isn't happy with the money flowing into BC coffers as oil flows into an estimated 200 tankers a year destined for overseas.
And I see the oil sands as a national asset. So it's good for Canada. It's great for Alberta. Where's the benefit for British Columbia?
BC introduced its need for more money to balance the risks associated with the Enbridge pipeline yesterday. Other requirements to gain the province's approval include higher remediation spill standards for marine and land. Reaction from Alberta, fast and furious, vowing not to give up any of its oil royalties.
We have in our provinces the right to resources, the income from resources. We have a confederation which allows for people in each province to benefit from the resources that they have, to retain jurisdiction over those resources, and then to be part of a federal system that allows for transfer payments where there is economic success and those benefits get transferred across the country. That's been the success of Canada.
Premier Clark believes BC's requirement should come as no surprise.
So our position hasn't changed in this. It's been consistent throughout. What we're doing, though, is we're adding more detail to it.
Clark and Redford face each other tomorrow when Canada's premiers meet in Halifax, both advancing a case for economic growth, but from two totally different positions.
Stephen Andrew joins us live with more on the story. Stephen, the premiers are meeting in Halifax. Will this issue, the way it's building, likely receive a lot of attention?
Well, Andrew, I mean, the premiers will not want this item to push other issues off the table, such as healthcare funding, but they will be watching this issue very closely because the fear here is that BC is essentially asking for a share of profits from Alberta's natural resources. Now, that's going to be a non-starter, but it has implications for every province, including British Columbia. The question will be if the two premiers, Clark and Redford, can come up with some kind of arrangement, but it will have to be an agreement that doesn't see either lose some face on this.
All right. Thanks, Stephen.
You're welcome.